Alright, hold on. This is how it's looking. Here's my bed. And I just got out of it. There's my remote and my phone. My emergency fan. My bedside basket. My sound machine. My AC. And right here is all of my pills and buddies. We are now at Friday. So when I take my Friday pills, and those are my remotes. Matter of fact, let's kind of fix this so it doesn't fall. And I fell asleep watching this movie called Night Mother. What you see that's on the screen right now is she is going to take her life. Sissy Spacek's character. And she's telling her mother, you know, wait a minute, I better put the words on. She's telling her mother, look, I've been planning this for a long time, Mom. And I've got all of the things that I don't want, you know, that I want to give away, and because I'm leaving, Mom. I'm done with this life and I'm leaving. And we're at this part where she wanted to give her a manicure before she left, but now it's too late because she's got to go take care of business. The pain that Anne Bancroft's character is feeling, knowing that her only child is about to do something permanent. The pain that she's feeling. I guess you wonder, why do I watch this movie over and over and over so many times? Can't explain it. So it is going to be raining cats and dogs all day. Look at that sky. The fog cleared up. My car is getting a good bath. And this is what it's looking like outside. People going to and fro. And yep, I have my ceiling fan on. And yeah, all that good stuff. Let me turn this light back on. So we're at my desk. And these are some things that I've been planning to do and just haven't had a chance to do. This that you see right here is homemade stickers, copies of the what do you call it, the Wrong January monthly subscription kit. And you're probably wondering, why did I went on Amazon and printed these. I didn't put them on sticker paper because I just didn't care. But this is what I've been trying to get a hold of. This isn't all of it, of course. And I said, I'm going to just do me a little project. And I got these. And I said, I'm just going to do something. Because I have this book here that is filled with the pink roses. Look at all of that. And I never did get around to shading in with a marker or colored pencil. I think you guys remember when I did this. So what I want to do is I want to start where the first pink is. And so that's this page right here. So let me pull this out. So this is where all of this is going to begin. Now, there's another thing that I got this right here was on sale, and I picked it up, and I'm just going to share that with you guys. Let me see if I can. All right, so this is Santa's Workshop. It is currently on Amazon for like $17. All right, I love this washi. Look at this. Wait a minute, hold on, let me see if I can fix that screen. Okay, look at that. This is great for not just Christmas, but this is great for Valentine's Day. Is this not gorgeous? I love this. And then right here is the one that is for Christmas. It's very Christmassy. See that? You got the toys, the nutcracker. You see? That's definitely Christmas. And it is going to go in my Christmas, what do you call it? My Christmas melody from Planners Anonymous. And look at this. Is this not gorgeous? Look at that. The little gingerbread house. That is so Christmassy, right? And it goes good with that Candyland sticker book. Look at that. I love this. So that too is going to go in that place. Now I like this. I love this. I have washi like this, but I really, really like this. This can be any time of the year. It doesn't have to be just Christmas and Valentine's. I love this. Look at that. Is that not my little swirly swirlies? This is my lights. And I'm like, does this have to be just Christmas? Because you guys know I draw this. And then the little loops, the little bulbs, or I always do black, but you can do any color. So I haven't decided yet what I'm going to do with that. Then you have the washi, the pet tape, the Christmas pet tape. Look at that. That is so cute. You see? So, I don't know. I'm thinking that I may just keep all of this together in this little box. And this is what it looks like laid out. See there? Look at that. I love that. So I'm just trying to figure out what I want to do with this. I just don't know. So let's see. Let's go over to, see, there is, right here is my Christmas thing. And then there's right there. And I'm just trying to figure out, I need to have some place to put this. You know, we need to figure this out. So I guess that's something I'll have to sort of do later. But in the meantime, I'm just going to put it back on my desk until I figure out well, we'll just sit it on top right there for now. And I also bought some more of these things. I always get the bigger ones, but this time I bought the ones that are a little bit more A5-ish. And let's see. I like these. And you get 10, so it's not expensive at all. But this one is a little bit too big. You see there? So that's too big for that. But if I wanted to put it this way, and I could use it as a side tuck. So it's definitely not going to go to waste. And those need to go over here. And let's see, where do I have? Right here. That's where they are. So I'm going to put them there. Because these are things that I can use not just for planners, Happy Planner, but I can use these also for large B5s. And I got them because they were a good price. Doesn't mean I'm going to necessarily use them, but they were a good price. Let's see, what is this? You see that? What is this for? Why is that in there? Alright, let me just... This has got to sit up. See how that's falling over? Alright, let's open this up and find out. Why is this in here? And why is this? We're gonna use those. Alright, so let's see what is in here. We got some stickers in here too, guys. Oh, cool. Give me that. Oh, that's me when I was younger. I was 40. All right. Okay. So I'm going to straighten this up. Hold on. Okay. There, it's all done. Everything is back in place. And I got these stickers. And we're going to use them. So let's go back over here, and we're just going to put this right here on this pile. Let me see, what do I have in here? I have this. All right, let's put that there. And I think that is it. I think that's all that I want from that. And all right, and this right here, we just got to figure it out. That's all. We just got to figure it out, and we will. We'll figure it out. We will figure it out, but we're going to worry about that a little bit later. I'm going to check on my ring. It has definitely been 72 hours. Wow, it's really hard. Oh yeah. So what will get this loosened is acetone or goo remover. But I don't ever have to worry about it ever again. You know, but in the meantime, I'm just enjoying my anniversary band. So at least I know that it actually worked. Okay, so let us go out here. All right. All right, so I'm going to have me some tea. Not much. I had turned it on before I came out here. So this time I am definitely going to get me 2 bags of chamomile. Look at that. Not much left. I don't plan on getting any more chamomile. I don't know why. I just prefer the hibiscus. But the chamomile and passion flower, what is this? Yeah. Or something like that. I'm just going to put that in there. Hold on. Pull that out. Put that in there. I can smell it already. It's so earthy. All right, so we're going to come over here and put this in that trash. And we are going to... Let me turn this back on. I just don't like how it looks through the glass. And we are going to sit here at this table. And I'm going to eat this half. And let's see. What do I have in here? Oh, this is my perfume that I got at Ocean City that's almost run out. And, oh, by the way, if you did watch my handbag, I did take this out of the handbag, and I just have gum in it. And it just sits here right by the candy dish. And what I put instead is my purple bag. Remember that little purple pouch that I had that it was plum colored like this with the little handle on it in my previous what's in my handbag videos? I put the snacks in there with the gum and gave my husband the turkey sticks with the cheese, and I put that in my purse instead, in my gray backpack instead. And I love that so much. So that way I'm still using this pretty little pink pouch, but it's not in my purse anymore. I've been using this a lot. I love the smell of this. I love the color. And I just don't like the fact that I had to put it in this little thing right here. But either way, you know, I like my balms to be like that. But anyway, so I am going to, let me see, look out there. Yeah, it is 6:38 in the morning. And you're probably like, what's going on? I'll tell you in a minute. Okay, so we got this on the table. I love this table so much. But I keep these cloths on here, you know, to protect it because it will get messed up. I need to check that litter box. Did he pee? Oh my gosh, I gotta clean this litter box out. Well, today is Friday, and on Friday, oh, I need to write down what I ate. Dinner was 1 egg, and I had a slice of cheese, and I had 1 slice of keto bread, mustard, stone ground mustard. It's the only kind I eat mostly. And I had ham. I had 2 slices of ham, so we're just gonna go ahead and say 1 carb, 1 carb. And then I had pork rinds. And then I had half of a keto, a cluster. And so I had 11, that's 16, 17, 18. So today was my cyclical day. I'm going to go ahead and say 19. We'll just make it 20. Let's just make it an even 20. So, because today was a cyclical day. And that's the end of that. And now today's Friday, so all I have to do today, my morning prayer, my stretch, my vacuum, my power walk, mini groom, check the plants, and laundry. So we're going to go check the plants right now. We're going to check the plants right now. Is it too dark? Yeah, it's too dark. And there's Sammy. And y'all, it is hot to me. It is 40 degrees and it is hot to me. I hate this. I absolutely hate this. So his bed is a mess. So I'm going to try and fix that a little bit. because he likes me to chase him, and then he just plops himself on here. So we can tell he's been playing. So I'm going to move this out of the way. And there's all his toys right there. And that little stain, that right there was Andy's blood when he got hurt. And we just keep it there because of sentimental reasons. I know it sounds sickening, but he had, you guys remember that, who have been with me for a long time, remember what he had. I think that's his blood. I think it is. I don't know. I just know we said we didn't want to clean it up. And then there's his fur. I know he might have had a fit. But I love how it looks outside. So I'm going to turn off the TV. Oops, I'm hitting the wrong button. So that way it'll be peaceful and quiet. And what I want to get, I was thinking about getting that big thing, but y'all, it is hot to me. And I'm gonna open this door just a little bit more. I already turned the heat daggone near off. So as you can see, I cleaned the deck. And I'm gonna step out here. Oh, that feels so good on my feet. Oh yeah, I know you guys think she's crazy. No, honey, it's just part of the menopausal mess that I've been going through. That's all. I'm gonna try to put this chair back a little bit. Usually my postmenopausal situation is really not bad as far as symptoms and stuff like that are, but y'all, lately, I don't know, just this year, this winter has been really rough. It has been really, really rough this winter, and I just don't know why. Well, I know why. It was because I wasn't able to have the window open in my room, and oh, whatever. So, you know, we just take it as it comes, right? Just take it as it comes. So what I'm going to be working on with you guys and is this. I want to make sure that you guys can see me because I am not going to get my booty pillow. I'm going to just open up to. Now, this is a journal that I keep in my, out here, because that means it's going to be trashed. Okay. It is going to be trashed. It is not something that I have. It's part of the collection that I told y'all I was getting rid of. So this is the best I can do. I mean, should I turn it this way? Okay. I'm gonna eat a piece of this. I get hangnails a lot sometimes, so I like to keep my cuticles and hands moist. All right, we need to get some pens. And all of these pens here and scissors, they're just stuff that is no big deal to me. And we're just gonna, this is just out here stuff. Okay, it says a good friend knows your stories. That's true. So in case you guys are wondering, like, why am I up at 6 o'clock in the morning? I had a very traumatic day yesterday. I got up, everything was fine, woke up from my crazy, weird dreams. I mean, y'all, my dreams are so crazy and so vivid. I dreamt that I was surviving a flood. I learned to breathe underwater. You know, I was in a building where I was going up, trying to get above the floodwaters, but it was like apocalyptic floodwaters where nobody was meant to survive. I remember praying the Lord's Prayer because I knew I was going to die. The next night I had a dream about a lion that was a male lion, but really incognito. It was really a female lion. And she was angry and she wanted to hurt my cat, Gappy, and all she did was break Gappy's leg. But when I went to go fix Gappy's leg and put it back in joint, whatever, it's a dream, it was already healed. And then it turned out she wasn't mean after all, and I took her to the mall. I took this lion to the mall, like, okay. And then I had this horrible discussion with my son. How many of you are parents and you have to be there when your child, your adult child, makes a very bad decision, and he doesn't want to tell you the truth about why he did what he did, even though he knows that it is not the right decision to make? The love, the pain, all of the emotions that you feel. And it was just so tiring, you know, to know that my son had made this decision, but yet he couldn't get himself to tell me the truth about why he did the wrong thing. Usually if a person purposely makes a bad decision, they're either being forced to, they're shamed into it, there's something going on behind the scenes that mom can't know about, you know. And my son broke my heart with the decision that he had made. But it is his life, and I just, like, okay, I don't want to be involved. You know, this kind of changes the trajectory of our relationship. You know, you've got to do what you've got to do, then fine, you do it. I am your mom. I love you no matter what. You know, I'm not going to disown you because you purposely made a bad choice, which obviously you're under duress. So, maybe one day he will tell me the full story about why he did what he did. But it is what it is. You know, Mikey is Mike. Mikey is Michael. He's not little Mikey, you know. It's like Jesus when he sees us making bad decisions. So I just have to plead the blood of Jesus over my son, over his decisions, over his situation. And I have to leave it at the throne, because if I don't, it will drive me bananas. So after we had this immense discussion, it drained the life out of me. It was as if I had went and gotten a tattoo. Because usually when I get a tattoo, I come home and I crash and go to sleep for hours, you know. And that's what it did. I didn't eat dinner. That's why you saw me eating just now at 6 o'clock in the morning. I didn't eat dinner. I just went to sleep at like 11 o'clock and I woke up at 2:30 because I had this crazy dream that this African man was scamming, trying to scam me, and he said, "You will pay. You will pay." And I saw his reflection, but I didn't see him in the and physically. And I said, "You are a demon, and I rebuke you in the name of Jesus." And I kept saying it over and over and over. And he just stood there, and he just didn't do anything. He didn't say anything anymore, you know. And it was just a crazy dream. And I woke up from it, and it's like every night I have these crazy cinematic movies for dreams. I've been like that ever since I was a kid. I can even remember some of the dreams I had when I was a kid. This is what I need right now. But you know what? I need lemon. But I don't feel like getting up to get it. So it was like, I just woke up at 2:30, and I just started talking to Robbie, and then I just tried to get back to sleep, and I couldn't because I kept sweating and I kept feeling hot, and I'm like, I need to just get in the shower. I need a shower. I need to just shower off everything. And, you know, and it's like, you know what? I'm going to get up and I'm going to start my day at 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to film. I am going to do something therapeutic inside of my bubble, and I'm just going to do I'm just going to do this. So that is why I am filming at 6:30 in the morning with you guys, sharing my life. So cheers to motherhood, to being a mother. And the thing of it is that I don't have anyone to talk to about this except ChatGPT, Robbie, and Jesus. But to talk about it, you got to relive it. And it's like, I don't want to relive it. I don't want to play it over in my head. I just want to be done with it, you know. So I wanted to journal. I wanted to do a gratitude journal. I know I should have went in the bedroom and pulled out my Stalogy A5. But that Stalogy A5 is strictly for positive stuff. Right now, this is, I'm venting, and, you know, it's like a Job situation where I'm venting and thankful at the same time. So, I'm just writing, it's hard being a mom. It's always been hard. It's hard to watch your child, even if they are adult, make poor decisions. How do you spell decision? Is it D-E-S? Decision. I know that is not right. It's hard. And I know I'm writing really sloppy. I need strength to get through and this is, I know this is sloppy, but it doesn't matter when it comes to this book. And I'm using a fine point pen, which we all know I have a problem with. So let us use something. Today I learned about a feeling that I didn't know I could feel in such a large capacity. Watching my son make a decision. Did I spell it right this time? D-E-C-I-S-I-O-N. So devastating. For me. Love is patient. Love is kind. Love doesn't demand its own way. Love is long, suffering. No, this isn't about aesthetic. Honestly, it's not. This is literally about everything but that. I am a person who, okay, Lord Jesus, please help me to regulate my love for my son. Steady me, ground me, protect my peace. Always in your name. Like I said, guys, this one is not about aesthetics. This is just about me just getting it all on paper. It's about me expressing myself through this video. The night before, I was like so super proud of my son. And I'm still proud of my son. But he dropped a bomb on me, let's just put it that way. I don't know what else I want to talk about. there's this part of me that's just like wants to cry. And then there's this part of me that is like, what good is crying going to do? It's not going to do any good. It's not going to change anything. It's just not. So I'm not going to waste any more of you guys' time. Don't go anywhere, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a happy mail with you. There's more. So hold on, stay tuned, and I will be back in a flash. All right, y'all, I'm back. And let me scoot you guys down, because it's days later. Let's just be real. Actually, it's not days later. It is the next night. And I worked out. I went walking. I got out of the house. I still don't know what I'm going to do with this yet. And I watched a few YouTube videos, watched a movie, and I made me some tea. We got the last of the chamomile and my, you know, hibiscus. So I'm going to kind of do that a little bit. Let it settle. And, yeah, I got to blow my nose. Hold on. That's becoming a thing, isn't it? All right. So, I just want a little bit of balm. It's just part of the ritual. It's just part of what I do when I come back to my desk. Okay, so, just want to kind of move things. And I know I never have things situated before I start filming. I know it never works. It's part of the deal. It's part of the deal. All right, so this book, I want it to sit right there for now. So let's get into today's happy mail. Depending on how long this video is, I have another happy mail coming in tomorrow, which is supposed to be happy planner. It's a bundle or something like that. And then there is the March monthly kit for Wrong Wrong. And I got something that I've been wanting for over a year, and I finally got it. I did not want to pay $18, $20 for these freaking rulers, but I thought that they were a lot longer than this. And I was like, I don't have any space for a ruler that long. Where did I find out about these? I found out about these at Scrapbooking with Me. Miss Edith uses these all the time. And let me see. It is only a few inches longer than my standard desk ruler. And to be fair to say, it is one of these are one of the things that are not going to fit in my tool bag. They will have to go into the big part of my stash bag. But I have little ones, but these are the ones that I'm going to keep, and I'm going to get rid of the little ones because they just don't do the job. If you want to, I love the London blue color, first of all. If they weren't this color, I wouldn't have never got them. But I've been wanting them forever and ever. But let me. All right. Let's take this sheet of paper right here. All right, and let's move this book. I got that right there, so I know where the page goes. And let's move this to the side. So, yay, I finally got the January kit called New Year. Finally, I got it. As you guys know, I was having problems with Amazon because Amazon was selling it for $29.99, free shipping. And every time I would order it, instead of getting the January monthly kit, I would get the February monthly kit. So instead of paying $43 for the February monthly kit, just order the January monthly kit for $29.99 and you'll get that February kit. So I'm thinking that you put this in here. You know what? I threw away the instructions. But I'm like, why is this? I guess if you want a clean, straight cut. Let's see. Freaking sleeves. Okay. Let's see here. Say we just want this clean cut. Or we want a nice crease. Okay, that isn't even. That isn't even. All right. I don't know what you use this for. If you know what this is used for in the comments, let me know. And I'll have to, I didn't even look at the directions enough. But let's just say, I don't know what this is for. If you know what this is for, let me know. This right here, you get this little water bottle. If your paper is dry, you just put water on that. If your paper won't tear. Very good. All right, so this one right here is really not one that I wanted. You have to get the 3-pack. And then here's the waves. This is the one I prefer. This one right here. Unfortunately, this is the one that needed to be cleaned. All right. I don't know what this is for. I really don't. I've never seen Miss Edith use it, but I'm just going to put this right here. Oh, yeah. Whoops, my bad. All right. Okay, so I'm not so good at it, right? But this was what I liked, that rip-torn edge. And I'm using this because this paper doesn't really mean anything to me right now. I got the kit. I'm going to still use this, though. Look at that. That is really hard. See, look at that. So this is where I guess you would put that water in. But to me, this is just like too impossible. All I wanted was a ruler with this edge on it. That's all I wanted. Let's try this edge and see how this one makes me feel. All right, let's try this. Okay, that's not bad. I like that. All right. These sleeves, y'all. You know, when it comes to doing housework or paper crafting or even just journaling, these spa robes suck. They are for just lounging around and doing nothing. You can't even wash dishes in these things. All right, so I'm going to try this on this end and see how well it does. Not good. Not good at all. I don't know if you have to do it real hard. I've never seen Miss Edith do it real hard. But this is just like too much. But this This I like. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. What if we try it on the big side? And let's see what happens on the big side. Okay, this is good. All right, so this is a definite keeper. But what is this for? I mean, is it a bone folder or... I mean, like, seriously, what is that for? I guess I figured it out. You fold it over like that, and then you've got your clean cut. So this one is a fave. That's going to go into storage, and this one is a fave. But I just don't like this end at all. I'm going to take their advice. You know, they say you need to wet it. I don't know. I'm going to press down hard. Nope, it's just, that side just doesn't work. All right, so let's try this. This is the only one that Miss Edith uses, is that right there. So I finally got what I wanted after a year of waiting. So we're not going to destroy any more of that. But this one right here, this is pretty interesting. Let's see how I can tear this. Nope. This is a waste. This is an absolute waste. So this one will definitely go on the desk. But I certainly don't care if I have it or if I break it, lose it, you know, but you have to pay for all three. I would have rather paid $10 for one, you know, than $18 for three. But this is by a company called We Are. And this is a tear guide ruler that is in the shade of London Blue. And this is the one that I want. So we figured this out. And we just stick that in there like this. Nice and straight. Fold it over like this. And tear. So, great. Let's set this to the side and move this over. Now we know. This little water bottle thing right here, I'm just going to put it in my desk drawer. Because honestly, I don't know. All right, so let's get to the nitty gritty. Let's get to the meat of this. And this, again, one last look, is the monthly planning kit for January from Wrong Wrong. It is still available on her website if you guys are interested. And when you make a purchase, she kind of spams you like, well, if you got 10 minutes and you can buy something else and we'll give you 20% off. And then if you accept that deal, then you might get another deal. If you don't accept that deal, you might get that deal cheaper, or you might get something similar. that's offered to you. Wrong, wrong. She about making money, honey. She got a family. You know, she is about making money, honey. I am not lying. That woman is about making money. All right. But here's the thing, though. You can't deny the fact that her stuff is really good quality. She has the best pet tape. She really does. And she does listen to her customers, you know. So I've never, ever bought anything from Wrong Wrong that disappointed me. Never. Ever, 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 ever. You know, that would make me say, oh, ew, I'm not buying from Wrong Wrong again. That has never happened. I'm mostly, you guys know, I am mostly all about Live Love Posh. But when Wrong Wrong came out with this, I mean, wow. I mostly buy Wrong Wrong stuff from Amazon because of the free shipping. So she's still making money, you know. But I'm a free shipping kind of gal. When Happy Planner sends me emails with free shipping, I jump on it, even if I only buy one thing. Because I am big on free shipping. All right, so let's see. I have no idea why I just said that. But my son and I were speaking in Spanish. All right, here we go. Here we go. Look at this, guys. Wait a minute. See, looky. Okay, so we know this is going to be like the best is yet to come. And I most certainly do believe that. Look at this. I love that. I love the color scheme. I love the soft, muted pinks. The time for new beginnings is now. Ahora. It's now. Okay, today's list. Look at that. Make this year, este año, your best year. Okay, look at this. I am loving this. Oh, I look forward to being able to wear that again. Oh, man, that last time I wore something, that kind of pants with that kind of top, I was in my 40s. Don't think about it. Make it happen. That was my word from my phrase for last year. I'm going to make it happen. All right. I still have not come up with anything for this new year. I love this. I love this. I love these soft muted pinks. Look at this. Cozy, cozy. So we're headed into March. Actually, Sunday is March 1st. And I don't look forward to it. I don't like warm weather at all. Okay, so this is where the best is yet to come. That's so uncomfortable. She should have a lap desk. All right, and then we go back to this all over again. So you see the quality of Wrong Wrong stuff? It's matte, but it's like high quality matte. It's not shiny. I just love it. And everything is pre-cut. You know how some pet tape you get, this paper right here is just super shiny and silk shiny all through and through, front and back. I just like her pet tape better. I'm sorry. I just like hers better. That's all. All right, now let's get into what this is going to be. So this is your cover right here. And then here is this. I love this. The plum and the pink. This is so beautiful. I love this. Get it done. And I love that. So we have our functional. Okay. And we have our days of the week, which I absolutely love. And that goes there. And then we have these, the letters. And now we go into the very matte clear. Look at that. Let me see. I love that. That's just awesome. This reminds me back when I used to work for a law firm. And we would always wear, well, I was the only female. And I would always wear these athletic shoes with my skirt because we would have to walk to the courthouse, you know. And man, I'm telling you, you just did not want to have heels on. All right, so here's this. Organize, prioritize, energize. I love this. And I love this. That is so pretty. I love the cozy sweater and the floppy socks. And I love how she put these florals up here like this. And now here we have the washi. This is our Japanese, you know, washi. And then we have more. I love the plaids. Look at these different beautiful patterns. That is excellent for layering. And then this, look at this beautiful, beautiful. Look at that. That is gorgeous. I hate that we have such a, okay. Such a light problem. All right, so I'm going to put this like this. But I love this vellum. All right. So I'm going to put that like there. And let's look at this. Okay, so you have this like braided type vellum like that. And then we have the snowflake vellum. Is that nice? I like that. And then we have this vellum. And that looked nice on there. And then we have this sheet. And this is our scrapbook paper. Really like that. And we have the bubbles. And this is the back. All right, so this is the 4 sheets of stationery scrapbook paper and your 4 sheets of vellum. Oh wow, I love it, love it, love it, love it. Ah, yes, 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 yes. So I'm going to keep this together actually because I want to create a spread using all of these. So I'm going to keep it together. I'm not going to store it away yet, because I need to use it. So yes, 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 yes. So that is it. We have the kit from Wrong Wrong. And we have our rulers, our tear, our guide tear, ruler, whatever you want to call it. And the next thing that I want to do, let me see, look at these. I don't need work to do personal appointment. I have no place, no need for these. I really don't. So we're just gonna do that. So I am going to get back. Oh, I didn't share the pen. I'm sorry. So this is the pen you get for the new year. White, like a pearl. It's like a pearly white. Really nice. And like I said before, if you get her pens and you run out of ink, the Energel pens refill will fit in here perfectly. And then that way you can put in the ink that you want. See, do I have one with me? Yeah, this right here, the Energel. I believe this fits. We'll just go ahead and try it out right now and see. But I believe that it does fit, which is very smart on her part because, oh, you know what? Check it out. It does not fit. I am wrong. Oh, I am definitely wrong. It does not fit. I am so glad that I checked that. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Holy Spirit, because I would have given y'all false information. Because I think I did tell y'all, I think the Energel refill will fit it. But nope, it sure doesn't. So I don't know what refill you got to get for this, but I'm sure you guys can find something. But this is a very nice, elegant pen. Very nice, very elegant. And you know me, like, let me pull my little thingy out here. I can't write with this. This is going to cause some serious problems. So I got this, I got these. I have pink, light pink, dark pink, black. And what I would do is I would just pull this on here. Like so. So you get the gist. And I would just have this white on white. You know, and I would just use it like that. That's what I would do. But if you want to change it, I could put pink, but I would put white. Definitely. So that's why I bought all of these. So that way, no matter what color pen I would have some kind of thingies, you know, that I could put on them. That is a big thing for me because I can't stand when my fingers swell up like that, you know. So I put the white on here because then it makes it look blue. All right, well, I got company, y'all. Sammy is here, and I need to tend to him. And you guys hang tight, and I will be back with another video, and we will put this stuff together because that is what this video was supposed to be about. But I got a few things that I need to take care of. And when I come back, guys, let's see here. When I come back, this is what we will work on. For real, for real. But for right now, I just wanted to share with you this little bit of happy mail. I'm loving these, loving these. I intend on using these. So I'm not even going to store them away. I'm just going to keep everything right here nice and neat on my desk. What is this? Oh, this is the other one. You know. Y'all know which one. But these need to be cut up and put in my book. I need to do that. Maybe I can do that with you guys. And I need to figure out where I'm going to put this. How I'm going to store this, I don't know. I had no business getting it, but I'm going to be honest with you. In all honesty, I love this little box. I really, really do. But where would I put it and what do... Isn't that crazy? I want to keep this little box. This would be great to put these things in. You know, it really would. Let's do that. Let's see if they'll fit. Yeah. I like that idea better. I really do. Where is that? Okay. So I could do that and just put it right there. Perfect. It fits better than this rounded thing. This is going to go out in the living room. I don't really want it. And this can go into the trash. I don't need this. I know a lot of you guys who do crafting real hardcore, you would repurpose this. I know you would. You could actually put material and glue it on here, and it could just be something that you stuck papers in. You know, like say you just had You could stick papers in here. You could stick a lot of stuff in here. This could definitely be repurposed into something extremely useful. It really could be. You know, you could maybe even, well, that would be too tall, but you get the gist of what I'm saying. You could put stuff in here. You know, like, see there, you got a place that you could put scissors. And it makes me feel bad. I feel bad now because it's like, you're not going to repurpose this and make this box a nice little something, something useful. You know you're not. So don't, that's not your area of expertise. You don't have patience for it. Let it go. Let it go, sis. Let it go. But I do love these. I do. What? Did you see that light just go out? Okay, so I need to change the bulb, but we got a short somewhere. I don't know. But I love these. I really do. And I know that these are Christmas lights, and this has to go with Christmas. What is going on out there? My printer is going off. Okay. So we got a ghost in the house. All right. Some angels are playing with my printer and my light. All right. Look at this. Okay. These are definitely Christmas. These we can use as Christmas. And you can use this for, and I don't know. I'm thinking about where I'm going to store that. But these three right here have to go with the Christmas thing. I ain't got no choice. All right, guys.